No, he's hurt his leg.
So are you the product of YouTube karate? Would you too like to learn karate like this guy? All you have to do is study the arts on YouTube.
Sensei, I won't let you down.
Okay. Oh, really? All right. There you go. 5th try here.
Come on, Bird.
Say it!
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Was it?
You kicked the bottle and your foot kind of went up over it. That is 5 tries. You're halfway done.
Say it!
There's 6. Kicking the bottle again and grabbing his nards. What'd you do? You pulled. Yeah, you might want to. Should we take a little break and give you your 4 tries later?
No, Sensei.
Are you sure you don't want to stretch it a little more?
Should we take a break and try to move on?
Will you heal me like Miyagi did?
No. That's what this is. This is all a ploy to try to get warm hands on cold nards.
What am I at?
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby, here we go. Welcome to Wednesday. It is the KVJ Show. Getting ready for a big ol' 4-day weekend, I know, for a lot of people.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And are you actually still kind of half pumped if you have to go to work on Friday, or is that a complete and total downer?
Such a downer.
Friday work is just like, oh man.
It's a downer. You're so super depressed Thursday night going into Friday.
I was talking to somebody yesterday though, and they have Friday off, but they don't get paid. So then you're like, oh, well, I need the money.
Okay, yeah. I'm not sure how you feel about that either. Yeah, because I was texting somebody yesterday just to find out what they're doing on the 4th, and they're like, well, whatever I do, I can't get too crazy. I got to work on Friday. So that part of it does kind of stink. So you got to kind of like, keep it in check.
That was when I worked at the golf course. The big days people always wanted off was they did not want to work on New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, you would work up until like 6 p.m. That was the day everybody wanted off. People would work on Christmas and Thanksgiving just to get New Year's Day off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of a big day to have off, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if at 4th of July, do they tear it up on the 4th? Like they do on New Year's Eve?
I don't think, well, it is one of the bigger days. I do remember looking at that for drinking. There are a lot of people that, do get a little bit crazy.
Are y'all going to get a little crazy on the 4th?
I think so, yeah. We're putting it together, but I think it's going to
Virginia's
happen.
ready.
Yeah.
Virginia is ready.
Well, I mean, if you're going to get crazy, tomorrow night is the night to do it.
I agree.
Yeah. So there you go. A lot of people probably will, including Virginia. So look out for Virginia if you see her out.
I'm hearing there's no fireworks in the Urtequesta area.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it happens because in my neighborhood, several of my neighbors go good with their fireworks. And me and Rocco like sitting in the driveway and watching. But we got a notice from the HOA that says no fireworks. But, I mean, really, who's going to enforce it?
The cops?
Yeah.
Like they enforce everything else.
Good point.
Well, didn't we come up with...
murder. Who's going to enforce it?
It's legal now? They changed some law?
I have kind of the rundown of what it is. It's something that PBSO has put out, Palm Beach Sheriff's. And I think it pretty much said that things still leaving the ground, I think you might have an issue with. Denny's has all that stuff. I don't have it on me right now. So as soon as I get a hold of that, I'll let you know what the exact firework laws are.
I love me some 4th of July, but I really hate fireworks. I do not like them at all. All night long, people are starting the 4th real early on my block.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people love to get at it. I mean, how many days a year do you have to fire them things off?
It's bottle rockets.
You bought a ton of them, got to get it going. Well, they did this poll this year, as they do every year, to see just where we are on how much we love America and how proud we are to be an American. They say overall 97% of people this year say they're at least a little bit proud to be an American. So that's good. 97%.
They're a little bit
a little bit proud. A little bit proud. But the number of people who are extremely proud apparently has hit an all-time low. 45% say that they're extremely proud to be an American. That's down from 47% last year.
Wow, man.
And they say the all-time high after 9/11 was 70%. So we're down to 45 from that American rampage
Yeah.
in 2001.
Remember that after 9/11, there was so many flags. And There
Absolutely.
was bumper stickers.
Decals on windows. Yeah, it was big stuff. The top 5 things that we're most proud of as Americans are scientific achievements. 91% of Americans proud of those. We've done some great things, right?
We have.
In the world, great stuff from cars, planes, the electronics that we've done. Thank you, Apple. The U.S. military, 89%. American culture and arts, 85%. Think of the movies that we have that are accepted worldwide, the music that is out there, creating great genres like the country and western and the hip-hop.
Can we get an amen for food?
That is not in the top 5. Yeah. I don't think America actually is really well known for our cuisine.
We're just known to eat the food.
Yeah, we eat it. We just, other than maybe the Big Mac and French fry.
We eat everyone else's culture. That's
Yeah,
what we do.
I think that's it. Our economic achievements and our achievement in sports, 73% of Americans are proud of that. And you should be yesterday. Did you see that the women did very well? They were playing England in the World Cup semifinals.
Setting it in there. Header. Goal. Happy birthday, Alex Morgan. That was it. U.S. wins. They're out of the final.
Yes. Alex Morgan, on her 30th birthday, she scored a goal.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then she went because we were playing England and mocked like she was sipping tea. And oh my gosh, the Brits are outraged.
Really? She
Outraged.
She hit him with a little tea and crumpet? Oh, man.
Piers Morgan's like, oh, I can't wait. I hope we score again. We'll mock like we're eating Big Macs and French fries. Unfortunately, England didn't score again.
That's a pretty good zing, though.
Yes. He was not happy at that mockery
I got to see this. I like it.
that went down. You're not due yet. Shut up.
Oh, come on, Kev. Give us the dirt.
Shut up. I might just cancel it because of that.
Yes. Yes, Kevin.
Don't tell me to get off the stage when I'm talking about America. They say that our diversity just missed the top 5 things that we're proud of. 72% of Americans feel that. And only 32% are proud of our American political system. Aye, aye. Hear, hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of a mess.
I think a lot of people are burned on it.
Yes. So there you go. So there's a lot of things to be proud of. And if you're still looking for something, here's maybe something that we can all agree upon here. Jbird with the new national anthem song for us.
America, we all are different, but yet we are all still the same. We all agree that the Kardashians should just go away.
Yes.
Okay.
We all hate paying taxes and wearing condoms too. With that said, safe sex is important when we screw.
Okay, yes, sir.
Republicans and Democrats, we may disagree, but we agree we love snacks. We're Americans, so sing it loud.
Sing it, Kevin.
I'm singing, baby.
We all have blood, we all have hearts, we all pee and poop, we all burp and fart.
Yeah, we
are
do.
Americans, so sing it proud.
Sing it, Virginia.
Whether you're a vegan or you eat meat, whether you're a fatty or if you're petite, we're American, so sing it loud.
That's right.
USA.
USA! USA!
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jbird?
So we were talking yesterday about certain things that like people find that are sexy, and I brought up the whole thing of, okay, Virginia, if you see a guy and he's hitting on you and you find out he's a juggler, he can juggle really great, would that make him more sexy to you? And you and Kev and pretty much everyone listening at that time laughed me out of the room saying, that's not sexy, that's so weird and dorky, that's not going to make me, I'm not going to get turned on by that. I had at least 3 women reach out to me and said, if a guy was juggling and they were on the fringe of being, average looking, they would find them sexy. And one woman actually met a guy because he was a juggler. So I don't know. I think some women may find guys that juggle a little bit sexy.
Okay.
I think you're off on that one.
Well, thank goodness you got out there and did the work.
Yes, he did.
I didn't do the work. People actually reach out to me.
I want to set the record straight.
Okay, if a guy's a great card player, does that make you find him a little bit more sexier? If he's average looking, does that get him over the hump?
Card player,
he's
I
the
do
best.
think guys that know how to play poker, that's sexy.
Yeah.
because that's
It's like a James Bond kind of thing. You sit down and you own a table and you make money. I mean, yeah, who wouldn't love that?
That's hot.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that takes a guy who's mediocre
But
looking.
like a guy who plays Go Fish in his community clubhouse, not so much.
Okay, so it depends on the card game and what level they are at.
Yeah.
Okay, what about a guy who is the best of the best in video games? He's 32 years old. He is the best in the area in Fortnite.
He makes money off of it?
He makes some money. He's not rich.
What's some money?
He makes an extra 30 grand a year on it.
That's not enough.
Oh my gosh. So stuck up.
I don't like the video game thing because to me, I don't like video games. I don't play them. And so if I'm with somebody and they're playing them all the time, then that's a very singular thing. I'm going to be by myself. He's going to be by himself.
It's not going to work for you.
It's not going to work for me.
But the fact that he's passionate, he's chasing something, doesn't sexy? No.
Now, if we're talking, he's got a sponsorship and he makes millions of dollars a year playing the video games, that's different.
Then you find him real sexy.
Then it's sexy.
All right, I see a theme.
What's this new virtual reality video game you're talking about that Denny's has?
Oh my gosh. It's that thing where people put that big old mask on and then you are in the thick of it. It's the best thing I have seen in 3 years. It is mind-blowing. You think you're walking in this world and it feels real to the point where you can walk into tables and stuff. I can see how people get hurt. You guys have to try
I've
it.
heard that when it gets good, I hear there's, it's still kind of ticking up to where it needs to be before people just absolutely lose their marbles. But I hear with each generation, it's getting there.
I don't know, man. You might want to check it out right now. It's pretty unbelievable.
Okay. I've been waiting for the moment. I haven't jumped on it.
You put it on and you're in this world.
So Denny's has it in his house.
He's borrowing it from somebody, so he's got it right now. Okay? I think it's pretty expensive. So you get in there and you look around, but the cool thing is, if you're on a couch, you look behind your couch, and it's the world you're seeing behind you. It's so crazy.
So you're literally in this virtual world.
Yes.
Have you played a romantic game with it yet?
No, but I can see how that is going to be the wave of the future. It's that intense. Especially if they have little things you can hook on your body. Just for
Where are you going to hook it?
Well, I mean, you could do that for regular video games. I could see you playing a sport game and hooked up to a machine and feel the heat of the sun and feel the crowd and hear the crowd cheering.
Yeah, I think they're even going to do it with your viewing. Like, you'll be able to watch a sporting event and it'll feel like you're on the field.
It blew me away. But then
Yeah.
again, I'm a guy who's been playing Donkey Kong. I'm that kind of video
Yeah, you
game
think
guy.
people don't leave their house
Frogger
now.
level.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love Frogger.
Yeah, they're doing all these kind of like interactive type things. I even saw some of the movie theater where they'll get like your phone to react to what's happening on the screen. And
I even read they're getting to a point where you can have they're not there yet, but you'll get to a point where your deceased loved ones, if you have footage of them, you'll be able to upload that, put that thing on, and now you're talking like in real time with the person that's deceased.
yeah.
So the VR is pretty impressive, but the coolest one, there's one that it's called like Vacation or Holiday or something. It literally, you close your eyes and then you open them and you can be in different places. And what's even weirder about it is they integrated
That's called drinking.
Yeah. They integrated your phone, so while you're in like exotic places, you can still pull out your phone and the camera will recognize it and you can answer text messages as if you're just chilling there. It's the weirdest thing.
It's pretty cool.
It is
Yeah,
really
they're doing-
cool.
Because with the 360 like stereo audio, you can't even tell you're not there. It's very disorienting at first.
I almost walked over your table.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Because I wasn't on board for it, and then when I did it, I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
you might need to get rid of your coffee table if you're going to keep playing this.
He just downloaded this one where he's saying you're just in this world and you're just exploring. You don't really have to play anything. You just are.
You don't
in
do
this
anything.
world.
You just experience. You just sit there. It's almost like an interactive experience.
You're gonna get to a point where you're getting massages, VR style. It's gonna get to that point.
Oh, yeah? You think people don't leave their house now?
Oh, it's over.
Just wait till this gets better. They did a survey and asked people, is this generation have it better with technology, or was the previous generation better without it?
It depends on what you're talking about.
What do you think the overall was? And you got to take it all into consideration, the good and the bad. So you say, would you rather have the technology with the good and the bad, or without it with the good and the bad? What do you think is better?
I think the good.
With it,
Yeah,
the good outweighs.
We're better off with
We're better
it.
off with it.
Yeah, 58% of people, including the majority of people from every generation, said it was harder to grow up without modern technology than with it. I think it's just a matter of learning discipline and what you need to get into and what you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You do that, then you'll be fine.
They'll probably have to teach new lessons in schools to kind of get people, because the like system on the social media, they're saying, is affecting children because it's a reward system mentally for them. And then it can also be the opposite. It could be a punishment system for them as well.
Right.
So people are getting overstimulated by getting a ton of likes and then getting depressed from not getting any.
When I grew up, it was that whole egg in a skillet with drugs. Now it needs to be like the same thing, except like social media.
No, it brings people down for sure if they're not careful.
Mm-hmm. We just need a nice after-school special, or The More You Know, and the star goes flying across the
Somebody
screen.
losing their mind with social media.
That's basically what we need. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
I don't know if you guys have this in your neighborhood where you live. Have you heard of this this whole app and this website called Nextdoor?
Yeah.
So I am obsessed with this thing. It's community based, so it's like all about your neighborhood, and everybody in your neighborhood signs up for it, and then it sends you alerts as things of interest are happening in your neighborhood. So like all the neighbors are putting things up, and somebody spotted a coyote the other day, and everybody's warning everybody where the coyote is, and somebody found a pigeon with an ankle tag the other day, and somebody else is like, hey, who lost a pigeon? I love it. My girlfriend found somebody's dog. A doggy was roaming on the streets in Tequesta. She picked up the dog, and within hours, somebody claimed the dog because of this Nextdoor website.
Be careful, that ain't the coyote, because they can look a little similar.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
Do not confuse the coyote for the pet dog.
I like that, but that also can get away from somebody. I can see somebody really getting, with nothing to do, reporting on some stuff.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is a lot of people are sending some of those posts because there's a lot of inward neighborly fighting that's going on.
Yeah, and if somebody has beef with somebody else, they like talk smack about them and put it on there.
I believe it, because people do. They will talk smack, and they get involved in your business, and they are all up in it.
Oh, it's so juicy.
Mm-hmm. What I got on my mind here today, it is 4th of July, all about celebrating our American independence and the freedoms that we have because of that, and everything that came into it. And I am trying to figure out what I should have my 11-year-old son Cannon watch, because I want him to learn a little bit about our freedoms that we have, the Declaration of Independence. And I was trying to figure out what is a really good movie that you would recommend to say, okay, this is what you need to watch for the 4th of July.
The Patriot.
Okay. That's the one with Mel Gibson.
It is. There's some heart-wrenching parts, but it's a very good movie.
Yeah.
It's about America.
Okay. I'm kind of looking at the ones that you might want to watch this weekend to kind of like get in the mood and figure out what it is. And some of them, like they're saying Top Gun and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know.
Virginia, you would hate The Patriot.
I probably would.
You
It's
would.
like history and stuff.
You would hate it.
Yeah, I like that, but I kind of would like to get something for Cannon that, has to do with the Declaration of Independence and things like that. Something that's entertaining but still educational.
Sean in the chat room just said National Treasure.
Okay, yeah.
With Nicolas Cage.
That's right. I know it's kind of like a thing where they're running around trying to find the Declaration of Independence.
I know it's got nothing to do with America or the Declaration of Independence, but maybe just play Gremlins. It's a great movie.
It's set around Christmas, right?
It's about the Gremlins, really, though.
Yeah, it's kind of not where I'm really going right now.
I hear you.
So I'm just trying to figure out what it is. So if you got any suggestions, or if you're kind of going to be doing the same thing, let me know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Our birthdays today include one of Jbird's favorite ladies, Olivia Munn. I want to send her a birthday wish, Jbird.
She is so pretty.
39 years old today. Also, Tom Cruise. Take a guess. How old do you think Tom Cruise is? If you had to say.
I think, honestly, he's like 98 years old and he's fooling everybody.
He looks amazing.
He really does look great. He's got to be 58 years old.
What do you think, Virginia?
59.
57.
Okay.
Yeah.
Younger than you would think. Yes, 57. He looks like he's 37.
He does.
It's amazing what he's doing. Also got some other birthdays here. Got to say happy birthday to Christy Brady Jansen and her husband, Joe. That is from Sean K. So happy birthday to you both. Great people there. Also wanted to give a great big exuberant birthday shout out to our outstanding 10-year-old Peyton Mraz. We love you, Peyton. We are beyond proud of you. Happy birthday from Mommy, Daddy, Kylie, and Ellie. There's a boy right there.
Oh, he's a cutie.
Shots of him if you're watching Kvj Tv on YouTube,
Aw.
on your smart TV, or on the mobile app. Also, we got a little Thursday birthday coming up for the 4th. It's my husband's birthday. He's turning a big 5'5". That is from Julie. I believe that is to Michael. So there you go. So thank you very much for listening all the time. From Julie Bear, your kids George, Angel, Chi-Chi, Frankie, Poe, and Cutie Pie. So there you go. Nice little list. Also, a Thursday birthday for Mike and Kate, or from Mike and Casey. My name is Mike. I'm a driver for UPS in Hope Sound. Wish my girlfriend a happy birthday. So there you go. All right. So happy birthday to everybody out there. Got one you want to get through to us? Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. mail at kvjshow.com.
Oh, happy birthday, America.
Absolutely tomorrow. No doubt about that. Big old birthday. USA.
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 Yeah.
USA.
Well, we found out why this mystery woman kept coming up to Jbird's door and knocking. He wasn't answering it. Just, you saw her come up, she knocked on the door, and you're
And
just
this
like...
is several times that she's left and come back.
She had the look of she wanted to discuss something. She had issue face. There was an issue of some sort.
You owed her money or something.
Something that it wasn't going to be good. I mean, do you guys always answer the door? If you look out the window and you don't recognize the person, are there sometimes you just won't answer it?
I never answer the door.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. It's
I
just,
won't do it either.
No, I do not answer the
That
door.
rarely happens to me.
It happens to me a lot. I live on a very busy little area,
Yeah,
though.
we live in a gated place, so if you're coming in to visit, you have to call. The guard gate calls me and tells me.
Yes, not all of us have guard gates, Tequesta.
I have learned how to completely subdue my curiosity. So if somebody kept coming up to my door repeatedly, I'd be going, you don't want to know anyway. Just don't even.
It's bad.
So you wouldn't look out.
I might look out to be like, just to make sure it's, not somebody. If I don't recognize them, I'm just going to go sit right back down.
So the cool thing about my new place is where my bed is at and where my chair is at, I can see people approaching my fence better than I ever can. So I'll see them walking up. So I have time to kind of get down on the ground and look out the curtain.
All right.
Exactly what I did. Because I was naked half the time. I'm a naked guy when I go home.
You got to lock that fence. There's got to be a way that you can lock that fence.
There is.
Somebody can't just come on your patio and now they're like in your space.
Agreed. I'm totally working on that. Everything will be good.
Okay. So what exactly does this woman want that she keeps coming to your door and knocking?
So do you know how I live at that new area? Across that little trail I have, there's all of those houses. And all of those houses they're just looking at my unit. I literally have 9 units looking right at me. So if I'm walking out of my patio, if I'm doing anything, if I'm bathing Chewy, if I'm walking Chewy, you can see all of that go down.
Okay.
So I'm really not hidden, actually. I'm going the other way.
You need to get some little bushes or something.
Not allowed to put bushes up there.
Really?
Yeah, they actually had to cut down a tree of mine. It was a beautiful tree. They cut it down because it's against the HOA rules.
He can't hide.
You can't hide?
Oh, there's no way I could plant a bush there.
You need to just put your blinds down permanently and never ever lift them.
So she knocks on the door. I'm like, all right, let's just see what this is about. She goes, well, I just want to let you know, because I know you're new here. You are not using the right dumpster. You are using our dumpster, and we are all assigned our own dumpsters per unit. I just want to let you know that you can't use our dumpster. You need to use your own dumpster. So what what she's talking about is
What a petty idiot.
so petty because the
Who
dump.
cares?
How do people have time for this?
It's a trash can.
Right.
Why do you care where I put my trash? Like, what does it
I
matter?
don't understand how people have this kind of ample time.
She was kind of polite about it. I know you're new here.
Sure,
I
I get
know
it,
the rules
but
here.
still, I mean, unless you are with the homeowners association, why does this concern you?
She says because they only have one dumpster, and if everyone uses their dumpster, then they can't.
But everyone
use
isn't. It's one person.
I hear you. I know because I have to walk across the trail to put it into that dumpster, and I don't always use it. But our dumpster was filled to the brim, and then you get in trouble if you leave stuff outside of the dumpster. You get fined for that. So I'm just trying to throw something away. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, just to let you know. I'm like, okay, thanks.
It is lining up, my man. One of these days you need to buy a house.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I've been telling you, you need to buy a little piece of property and then do whatever you want with it. Or buy a duplex and Denny's can live on one side and you live on the other. You need a little bit of land. You need a buffer.
Denny's was out there with his pen smoking, and the whole time she was just grilling him like flies on a rib. I mean, just staring through Denny's the whole
Grilling
time.
about what?
Because he was smoking, it looked like. She just didn't like it.
Gosh.
He's got his card.
She just stares, yeah.
Unfortunately, with people, we just can't be close to them anymore.
You can't. You really can't.
No.
A townhouse is just way too close for comfort for Jbird.
Is that a rule violation? Can you not use
Probably.
someone else's dump?
But it's a stupid rule.
I think it's a stupid rule.
It's such a
just
stupid rule.
It's something, unless it becomes a major issue, you really don't worry about enforcing. You know, it's like, yeah, you really shouldn't jaywalk, but...
Even
All
if
right.
both of the trash things are overflowing, I still wouldn't go complain to anybody or care.
Well, I had used it a good 4 times. I used her dumpster on.
Well, you're just moving in.
I
That's
hear
what
you.
happens when you move in. You purge some stuff, and
She can't leave a note? Like, what's going on?
she can't not care and go live her life. People are so worried about what other people are doing.
Somebody's texted in and said, I live in the same neighborhood, other side of the main road near the pool, and there is no dang dumpster rule.
Okay.
Besides that, they get dumped 2 times a week. So, yeah, it's like, where do people get the time? Like, honestly, like, why is this
I know
your
you're new
concern?
here,
Why
so
do
I'm
you
going
need
to
to
tell
say
you how
anything?
things are here. And then she's lying to you? There's no dumpster rule?
She didn't say there was. She just said you're
This
not
is
allowed.
why you don't
You're not
have-
supposed to do
This-
that.
honestly, this is why I'm able to remove the curiosity from my mind, and I would never answer the door.
Well, that's
She can-
why I didn't.
She can come 5 times a day, and I'm still not answering the door.
I could tell that it was something what was going to be complaining.
Ugh, I hate this chick. I mean,
the next time you're over,
she's made the list.
the next time you're over, just we'll stay out in my little front area.
I will
and-
bring so much trash to that dumpster
Okay.
until she comes out and says something. I dare her to come say snap to me.
Oh, good, because I have plenty of trash for you.
Gosh,
I will
man.
be your garbage girl.
Yeah, somebody said I work for an HOA, and a majority of the people that live in a community are sticklers for rules and are the first to rat you out when you do something against the rules.
They are, man.
But this isn't even the rules, apparently. There's no dumpster
Look,
rule.
there's cool people out there. There's always, but I will say when there's an HOA involved and there's rules and you got to follow the rules, people do, man. They'll tattle on you.
Yeah.
You must have a lot of free time.
I think she does.
Get a hobby, lady.
Pretty annoying.
So annoying.
Somebody says we need to go over and start filling her dumpster.
I'm all about that. When are we doing another
Because
event?
obviously she would come unglued.
Okay, next Friday, I'm going to be coming to pick you up because we have Das Beer Garden over on Singer Island. I'm going to come a little early, and we're going to have a trash purge party. And I'm going to take as many trips as it takes from your place to her dumpster till she comes and says something.
She was pretty polite about everything, which made it even that much more annoying.
I won't be polite.
It's just still taking the time.
I
Come
hear
on.
you.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, we got a different kind of misconnection here today, and I think needs to be handled in a different way because this isn't necessarily Craigslist and it's not necessarily sleazy. This is really a legit kind of like misconnection here. Matt had sent us an email, and he said, I've got a misconnection and it's killing me. I met a woman, Christy, in Lantana, and we stopped and talked for a moment, and she said she was going to a friend's party last night, which would have been Saturday, and was in a bit of a rush. And either I got the wrong number or was given the wrong number by accident.
Only 6 numbers.
It seemed like we had a genuine connection and
They all
couldn't
say
wait
that.
to talk to her, but the number was wrong. Okay. Didn't know where else to turn for help. So we always love to help people out.
Did she write down the number or did you put it in your phone?
That's all the questions we got here. Matt is on. Fire away anything you got. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. Okay. Virginia's first question is, did you write the number down? Did you put it in your phone?
Did she write it down? Did you write it down?
No, we were just conversating. Everything was going good. Big smiles all the way around, both sides. Just it felt really good. Like, if it was any other way, I would have just let this go. But honestly, it did. It felt really good. But she just seemed like she was kind of in a rush. You know what I mean, to get to her party, and maybe just like a little, flustered the same way I was. Because, like I said, it felt really good. We were both smiling back and forth. We drove, and we were both giving each other eyes. Is how it started, driving down the road, and just giving glances back and forth. And then I waved, she waved back, and I asked her to roll the window down, and she rolled the window and asked her what she was doing. She said she was going to the dinner, and then we pulled over and we were conversating, and then asked her what she was doing later, and then she said she wasn't really sure. And she gave me compliments, told me how I had a beautiful smile and stuff like that, and I told her she was a beautiful woman, and it was really nice, you know what I mean? It was really nice, genuine like that, but we were just conversating, and she's like, oh, here's my number, call me, and then we were just conversating as we were talking. I called her, and then she didn't pick up the phone or anything, and because we were just talking.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
So she wrote down her number with a pen and paper?
She just told it to me as we were talking. She was like, 561, and I'm dialing it on my number as we're talking.
Okay.
And we just kept talking. I let it go through. I just pressed send so that the number would be in my phone so I can message her later or call her later.
And
rookie mistake. First of all, when you get the number, you immediately call the phone to say, hey, now you've got my number. So that if there's any...
But we were talking. Everything was good. I mean, it was just, everything was smiles, you know what I mean? And everything. I mean, it felt really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was
So wait, did it feel good?
It felt good, and they were conversating.
Really
no,
good.
just like, as the conversation was going, just like the looks back and forth, you know what I mean? And the way she just seemed really into me, and I was really into her, look-wise. I mean, she was very attractive, you know what I mean?
Some more specifics here. Okay, some more specifics, Matt, as we try to help you out here with this misconnection. Christy in Lantana, describe her a little bit and kind of give us the whereabouts in Lantana in case she's listening to make sure it's her.
We were, actually, I was picking up a pizza. I was picking up a pizza for dinner. I was just having a lazy Saturday, and she seen me picking up the pizza.
I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, sir. What kind of pizza was it?
It was a large 3 cheese. Three cheese from Papa John's.
Very impressive, sir.
Okay.
So anyways, but yeah, we were on Lantana and Dixie, and I mean, that's where the general area was at.
Describe Christy for me, if you would, Matt. What does she what does she look like?
She was probably in her late 40s. You know what I mean? Beautiful woman, little shoulder length hair. She was driving a gray or silver Mazda.
Okay. All right.
And like I said, we sat there and talked for a few minutes, and it was nothing but smiles and great. It didn't feel like nothing awkward, nothing like that.
Okay.
We know. So it felt good.
The connection is magic, and it felt great. We know that. And that all collects.
But how did it feel?
It felt great. Okay. So we got that part taken care of.
If she's listening, you got to stop saying it felt good.
Oh, I just want her to know.
No, I hear you.
Okay. Does anybody have any idea who Christy might be? Christy, are you listening by any chance? If this sounds like your description and you had this kind of run-in with a guy named Matt in Lantana.
Shoulder-length hair, but was it blonde or brunette?
She was, I don't know, it was actually she was probably kind of silvery, kind of gray, you know what I mean? So, and she said she did mention that she was going to a party. She was going to her older friend's party that night on Saturday. It was just around his 70th or 71st birthday. He was an older gentleman, she said.
Okay.
Oh, sugar daddy.
That helps at all. And it was in the Lantana area. Hopefully, maybe somebody will hear.
Okay. All right. There you go.
I wish we could talk to her because I would love to know if she had as good as a time as he did.
It felt good, Jbird.
It felt real good, but I would like to know.
It felt real good.
Would she confirm that? Go, no, guys, it felt so good. Or would she be like, guys, it did not feel good. I gave him the wrong
That's
number.
what I would want to know. That's why I love misconnections.
It's
I
fascinating.
would love to talk to her. Does she have the same tale as Matt does?
We don't get both sides enough.
Yeah.
We usually just get one side. The other side is the more fascinating side.
And maybe it was unbelievable, and
it felt good.
It felt real good. But I have known people who've had a perception of something. Oh man, she likes me so much. Like no, she doesn't, dude.
Yeah. So that's why we're putting it out there. Do we have Christy in Lantana? if you can help us track her down. Well, talk about fireworks shooting across the sky. We had, was it National UFO Day? Was it yesterday or the day before?
The day before.
It was the day before. Okay, well, apparently, the state of Florida, we had 30 in the last month, and that doesn't put us near the top even of all the states. That's how many UFO sightings happened. Well, I guess you can add it to 31. I don't know if you saw the news today, Jbird, but this might interest you.
Yeah, so many of you who were awake early this morning sending us videos of a couple of really bright lights in the sky. We're showing you it here. We are getting reports of this from people who were in Deerfield Beach all the way up to Vero Beach. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of these videos. Really seems to have been in the eastern direction around 2 a.m., but we're still working to figure out exactly what this was. We even heard from people over on the west coast of Florida who saw it. We have called several of our local law enforcement agencies for you. So far, none of them are aware of what it could have been. The National Weather Service also says they're not too sure about it. We have not heard any reports of damage. We'll continue checking in with NASA to figure out if they can determine what it was that a lot of you saw, and we'll keep you updated right here on air.
Okay. I mean, it looks like kind of a comet. It was a big ball of light with a big old tail. In fact, it looked like there was maybe even a smaller one trailing behind it almost at the same time. And there's no word on what it was.
Is it something we've seen before? Have you ever seen this type of thing before?
It looked like a comet to me, or something of that, meteor. But it looked large. I mean, it was not a small kind of little thing. I mean, from the photos that they were showing, the video that they had right there on the news, it looked like it was pretty sizable.
Okay. Is that from this morning? That news report?
Yep.
Wow. So
2 a.m. this morning.
I wonder if there's any kind of military testing, anything like that. Did they look into that?
They're still trying to find out what it is. As of right now, they don't know what it was, and they have not gotten official word on what that large fireball caught on camera streaking across the South Florida sky was.
Virginia, wake up. Wake up, Virginia.
Oh, sorry. I was having a terrible dream that all of our ratings went right down the toilet.
No, I think our ratings are going to go up. I think we just need to add a couple more dirts of the day, Kev. I think 4
That'll
isn't
make
enough.
everything right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. If anybody saw it, or if you've heard an update as to what it might be, there you go, Jbird.
I love it.
Mysterious fireballs in the sky.
At 2 a.m., huh? That's creepy.
I know, right? What could it possibly be? So, I don't know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. And if you're tired of all the UFO talk, just send us another hate mail at kvjshow.com. Yes, and we can go on ahead and just add it to the song.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin has to be the creepiest looking and most untalented man in radio. From dumb, phony laughs to boring stories about nothing, he's the worst. That's why I listen to satellite radio.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Am I the only one that thinks Virginia sucks? She never pays off her punishments, and Dirt of the Day is garbage. Go away, you pink-eyed liar. Nobody wants you here.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
You hate the KVJ show.
I had the best dream where Jbird ended up dying. Unfortunately, it was just a dream because I still hear his terrible fat voice on the radio. Here's to hoping J-Church chokes on a slice of pizza.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I met Denny's at BurgerFi, and wow, he's even more boring in person than he is on the radio. He also dresses like a homeless guy. It's called a bath and a bar of soap, Denny's. Look into it.
You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
I love they come out to meet us to get material to hate on us.
Yes.
That's just cold.
Put the
right there.
legwork in.
Kind of the weird thing.
Level.
Yeah. Somebody heard an update on that fireball in the sky. I heard on the news it was a meteor.
Oh,
Okay.
That's what it looked like. So
That's
there
what they
you go.
always say, Kev.
not a spaceship.
Not a spaceship. No one has touched down and tried to make contact with the human species.
I'm surprised they didn't use their old excuse, a weather balloon. You'll never know, Virginia. They've
Yeah.
been lying to us since day one.
Saying it was a meteor. So if you saw that at 2 a.m. in the night sky, that's what they say it was. One thing that's fun is if you're going to barbecues or a friend's place, 44% of Americans say that's what they're going to be doing. Do you have a signature dish that you bring? And what a lot of times is very popular is some kind of fun, cool alcoholic beverage.
I might make a Kay Pennington special this 4th of July. Pepperoni beans.
Okay, beans and pepperoni in it?
Oh, yeah, and it's going to make you fart, but it tastes real good.
Pepperoni beans. That sounds nasty.
No, it's really good. You guys would love it.
Oh my God.
I'll
You
put-
don't need
You
fireworks
get
if
the
you eat
meat.
that.
What's worse, the meat sweats or the farts?
I will. Then you put a dabadooya of a little maple syrup in there. Oh, it's real nice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring you some leftovers on Monday.
When they're all old and have that skin on
Yes.
You also can put some mustard in them, too, to give a little kick.
Okay.
them. How do you make them more unappealing?
Whatever, man.
Do you have a recipe for a great frozen cocktail? And do you guys know about soaked watermelon? Somebody said, hey, Kev, don't forget about the things this weekend that you can go and watch. That's true. You've got season 3 of Stranger Things going to be coming out on Netflix tomorrow, if you're dialed into that. And this weekend, looks like Toy Story 4 is probably going to end its reign at the box office because Spider-Man Far From Home is going to be in theaters with Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Samuel L. Jackson, PG-13. So that is going to be the big thing to do this weekend as well.
PG-13, does Samuel L. Jackson drop an F-bomb?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think he really got. I think in that character, I don't really hear him swearing. a
No,
lot.
I don't think he does. I was just kind of kidding. But why would they do PG-13? Is it the violence or is there language?
Yeah, no, I mean, you get PG-13 for anything other than really a kid's movie these days.
Okay.
Yeah, you got violence, and they'll probably throw in a couple of those. You know, you've got all kinds of. We have got a hierarchy of swear words in America today. You know, you've got the mother of all swear words, things that you just can't say. Then you've got a lower tier, and then you got like, oh, you can kind of say that on TV tier.
Yeah, you can. I'm hearing the S-bomb on TV, I feel like, a lot more than
Cable, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's really, it's on a lot now.
Yeah, some of the cable stuff to compete with HBO and Netflix and what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking to USA Network and things like that, Spike TV, that's not, having to worry about FCC regulations, they'll throw it in there now. Just say, I mean, come on, don't we all swear?
It's a little spicy. I like it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So those are a couple things to check out. If you're going to be going into any barbecues or whatever, boy, I'm telling you, this might be the best thing you can do. They just found out that June, apparently the hottest month in the history of our planet. So it is warm.
I know. I told you, it melted my garden hose.
Yeah.
My garden hose melted, and then a hole appeared out of the hose, and it was just spraying like the fountains in Vegas.
Right. It's crazy. So, I mean, you need to have cool treats. Popsicles, ice cream melt too quick probably. You have to go with popsicles, and even those will melt too quick.
You know what I had the other day? It was so good. It was that rocket spaceship with the red, the white, and the blue.
Oh, yeah.
And the best part,
Rocket Pops.
the star of that one, without a doubt, is the lime or the whatever the
There's no green.
the lemon one, the white part.
Bless his heart.
Don't you say bless your heart? No, you don't. No, come on, dog, be cool. I'm talking about food. You know, I guess.
Tough ride.
What is that flavor? Is it like avalanche lemon?
I don't know. I would never eat one of those because it's got blue on it.
Oh, get out of here with these Tequesta people, man. What kind of ice cream you eat? Breyers? Something fancy?
Yes.
Friars isn't fancy.
Breyers is a little fancy. It's
No,
like
it's
the
not.
Cadillac of ice cream.
Okay. Well, it's something you might want to try if you're going to be doing some frozen treats and you like to mix in a little adult beverage with it. Soaked watermelon. I saw a recipe for this. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Remember I talked about Jack Pops not too long ago, how to make Jack Daniels popsicles? That'd be kind of a fun thing.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, I know. They could be. Because imagine if they're so good.
If they're good.
Wow. And you're hot. And you're like, oh, I need another Jack Pop. Next thing you know, you're passed out in the sun.
Someone please put sunscreen on him.
Oh, there's
gosh,
no way I'm
yes.
not passing on in an ant pile.
Yeah, you need to put sunscreen on, bug repellent, all that stuff before you have your first Jack Pop.
Jack Pop.
It's soaked watermelon. Now, watermelon really big. I know all my Southern family. Man, you got to have watermelon at everything. And
I
you
love
You
it.
can't have a 4th of July barbecue without watermelon.
Is this when they put the vodka in the watermelon?
Yeah, there's kind of a way to do it, what I was reading, because otherwise I would probably mess it up. Here's how to do it to get it evenly distributed, because what would happen, half of it wouldn't have it. I'd be like, oh, that's weak. And then I would get the half that has it, and then I'd pass out in the sun.
In the ant pile.
Yeah, in the ant pile 10 minutes later. What you do, you cut a hole in the watermelon, you stick a liter of vodka in the hole, And then once all the contents of the vodka bottle is removed, you place the cut-out portion of the watermelon back in.
Like a cork.
Yeah. Then you let it rest and soak for about 15 minutes. Then about every 10 to 15 minutes, you turn the watermelon and do that for about an hour. So the vodka is kind of settling in different parts of it. That way you get even distribution.
Isn't there like a country song about that? Like the watermelon crawl?
Yeah, there is a watermelon
Is
crawl.
that about this whole thing? I thought that was about like drinking with the watermelon and partying.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really delved deep into the lyrics of the watermelon crawl.
If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl, I believe is how it goes.
Is it really?
So maybe it's a message of safety?
You know that song?
Oh, of course. I was a country DJ in the heyday of the watermelon
it's not a new
crawl.
song.
No, it is not a new song. If you're old, you know the watermelon crawl.
Okay, all right, then you old?
You old too.
Yes. I was driving through Georgia in late July. A day so hot it'd make the devil sigh.
Oh, it's poetic. Keep
so
going.
poetic.
Keep going.
I saw a homemade sign written in red, Rind Country Watermelon Festival ahead.
Okay.
This is like redneck poetry.
It is.
Well, I wasn't in a hurry, so I slowed down. Took a 2-lane road to a 1-horse town. There was a party going on when I got there. I heard a welcome speech from a small town mayor.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's really painting a picture.
He said we got 100 gallons of sweet red wine made from the biggest watermelons on the vine. Help yourself to some, but obey the law. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl.
Okay, I think it's about getting hammered on some watermelon crawl.
And crawling home.
Yeah.
You drink a bunch of watermelon wine and you get all saucy, but you don't drive.
Watermelon wine. I'm not a real big wine guy, but that one's kind of hitting me. I like that.
I made watermelon juice the last time me and my girlfriends were on the boat a couple of weeks ago, and we called it watermelon fun juice. It was delicious.
I'll tell you who makes really good watermelon juice. Minute Maid. They got a great watermelon.
No, we do it from a real watermelon. We don't buy the juice off the shelf. Get out of here with that.
Gosh, so stuck up.
You know, the one thing I had that really snuck up and bit me one time was chilled cherries soaked in moonshine.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think I gave them to you.
You might have.
I did.
All I
because
know is I wound up home without pants. and
my
I'm
friends
like,
from North
good
Carolina
heavens.
gave them to me.
Okay.
Moonshine cherries.
Woof. Man.
You were showing off your moon?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the moon was shining. No doubt about that.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Frozen moonshine soaked cherries. Those would be good outside.
You won't
Yeah.
make it. You won't bring it on Monday. You won't do it.
He dares me so he can have some.
Somebody said you can also use Malibu rum on those watermelons. It's pretty
Problem
good,
with
too.
Malibu rum is I can drink a whole bottle of it and not be drunk. I don't think it's strong enough.
Okay, yeah, you're a witch. It's not powerful enough.
It's not powerful
On your
enough.
witch-like powers.
I need a higher proof.
Okay. And to let you know, if you are going to be at one of the hottest places on earth, Disney World, this is probably a good move. They have actually really started jumping into the alcohol game. They're going to be doing wine pops now.
Ooh.
They've got white sangria, sparkling strawberry, mango mimosa, and back porch peach.
Oh, it's going to be so hot, though. It's going to be so hot, it's going to make the devil sigh.
That's what they say in the watermelon crawl. Yeah, you can get them at the Pizza Ponte at Disney Springs, or the Italy Pavilion in Epcot has got those. Which wine pops sound good too. I guess you could make that yourself.
They sound delicious.
Damn, I want some now, don't you?
There's got to be like a sweet wine pop, though. It can't be like a dry wine. It's got to be sweet.
So probably more of a rosé or a red, if you shall.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably.
You could have a dry rosé or a dry red, or a sweet rosé or a sweet red.
Quit talking. Let's start drinking.
All right, baby.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Somebody said in the chat room, why does that Disney wine pop backdoor peach sound so dirty?
Backdoor peach. It does. Mickey.
That might be goofy. I don't know. Well, did you see the video on this? Pretty amazing. A dad was using his drone to take overhead pictures of his kids playing on New Smyrna Beach, which, if you don't know, is the shark attack capital of the world. And he spotted, of course, a shark swimming towards him. They couldn't see the shark, but from the aerial view, he's like, get out of the water.
There's a shark right there.
Somebody just got bit there a couple days ago.
Scary stuff.
Then there was that one story of that woman who got attacked by 3 sharks.
That was in the Bahamas.
Oh, my
Last
gosh.
week. Yeah, ooh, I know. That was crazy. There's another one that kind of is freaky. If somebody gives you a gecko on a dare and says, but you won't eat it, don't. It's not worth the $10 you're going to make on it. Some guy in Australia did this.
He ate the gecko?
And 10 days later, he's dead.
Whoa.
In the 10 days until his death, it included him vomiting green bile, peeing out a black liquid, and having his testicles swell up to the size of grapefruits and leak fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Boy.
That's on the 10-day trip to death.
So it was a peaceful passing.
He was so happy when he died. He'd be, thank you, Jesus.
That's a mic drop from that animal. It's like, yo, you want to eat me? Okay, this is what I got.
Yeah, that cute little gecko, don't eat that cat.
Dang.
Leave him alone.
Gosh.
Dang.
10
Wow.
days?
10
days of hell.
Of that. 10 days of that. Gosh. Well, there's this guy in Texas who met a woman in Nebraska on social media last week. And she said, you know what? You can have sex with me if you send me an Amazon gift card. Okay. Scam, right? This guy's suspicious. He's like, okay. But he really wanted some nookie. So here's what he did. To prove whether it was or not a scam, he drove the 530 miles from his home in Texas to Lincoln, Nebraska, and the address she had given him. He gets there to the house, sends her a message asking to come inside. She says, okay, I'll open the door, but only after you send me the picture of the gift card. So he sends her the picture, and then he goes up to the door, rings the doorbell, somebody answers it, and he's like, yeah, so am I coming in? And they're like going, who are you and what are you doing here? Turns out she actually had given him a fake address after all, but she immediately used the gift card because she had the number on it, then blocked him on social media.
Oh.
So he was right. It was a scam, but he still drove 530 miles to prove that it was and still did it wrong.
Dang.
How hurtful is that?
You can't send her the picture of the back of the card,
No.
only the front.
Yeah. What a sad 530 miles home.
Oh,
You know?
poor guy.
No, I don't know. Is it? Is it? Or is there a woman from New York that got into an argument with her boyfriend while they were on vacation in Clearwater last week? So to get a little revenge, she's like, okay, I'm going to just leave a $5,000 tip for the waitress.
On his credit card.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
The waitress was happy.
I'm sure.
He wasn't. I would assume this relationship ended because she just got arrested for felony grand theft.
Yeah, does he have to pay that? I don't think he does.
Probably not, no. And
No, he doesn't.
I think you break up and then you're like, by the way, I'm turning this into the police. So we
now
went from-
she's got a felony.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so don't do that if you think you're going to be funny.
Yeah, if you're like, I want to get quick revenge on my boyfriend who I'm fighting with on vacation.
So what about hit him up style? Can we not do all that?
Don't do that and don't eat a gecko. 2 things I've learned.
Don't do it. Well, there's a restaurant that's figured out the answer for every guy who's heard his wife or girlfriend say, oh, I'm not hungry. And then you get your food and then she scarfs down all your fries and you're like, can I just order?
I'll order you 5 boxes of fries, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, I'm not hungry.
I'll give you 3 sandwiches, whatever you want.
I don't need anything. I'm fine. I just go ahead and eat.
I had a family member that would do that.
Yeah.
Would go out, I don't want anything. You'd order something, we'll have some fries. No, damn it, I'll buy you fries. Don't take mine. I have limited fries.
Which family member?
I'll tell you during commercial break. I'm still hot.
There's this diner in North Little Rock, Arkansas called Mama D's, and somebody liked what they did on their menu. They had a category called My Girlfriend Is Not Hungry. And for $4.25, you can add extra fries to your order, plus 2 wings or 3 mozzarella sticks. They figure that's how much she's going to eat from your order.
That's funny.
That is
It's
kind of clever.
adorable.
Yeah. There is a serial toilet clogger in Wisconsin that just got sentenced to 3 years probation. He clogged up the toilets in women's bathrooms using a water bottle at a few different spots. And they said, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? He's like, I don't know. I just have weird urges to do odd things.
Oh, yeah,
And
see?
he worked there, didn't he?
I think, yeah.
And he wasn't even the guy that
Yeah.
had to come clean it up. He's just weird.
Exactly. And there's people out there that are weird. They just want to do weird things.
Yeah, they do. Odd things. There was a felon in Baskin-Robbins trying to get some ice cream the other night, and he got nervous because 3 cops walked in, and he had a gun on him.
Uh-oh.
So he kind of nervously adjusted his pants, knocked his gun out of his waistband. They saw it, arrested him for felon with a gun. This didn't work out well. Okay, question for you. Does a dead body count as a passenger to allow you to drive in the carpool lane?
It did a Weekend at Bernie's. I mean, I think if this is Weekend at Bernie's, this would count.
Did they get away with it?
They got away with a lot.
I don't know. Doesn't the person have to be alive to count as the carpool lane?
Great question. There was a hearse driver in Las Vegas that was driving along in the carpool lane, and the cop's like, I don't see anybody else, pulled him over, and he's like, yeah, I thought the dead body in the back was going to be good for another passenger.
I mean, it's a legit excuse.
I think that, he didn't know, so you give him a warning.
That's exactly what the cop did.
Okay, the cop was a hashtag be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a legit question. I got a body in here.
He totally had a body, which it's up for debate.
Yeah.
It used to be eligible for the carpool lane.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. It doesn't work, but maybe the excuse will.
Just keep a body in there the whole time, though. Always have a body in there.
Probably if you're driving a hearse, you do a lot.
Yeah.
You heard about this straight pride parade these 3 guys in Boston are going to be holding next month? Well,
It's so stupid. These are probably the same guys. They're like, why can't we work at Hooters?
yeah.
Just shut up. Sit down. Nobody cares.
Well, they're getting a lot of attention. Of course, it's causing a lot of controversy. And so they got a suspicious package in the mail on Monday. Thought it was going to be a big to-do, and who knows what it could have been. They apparently had the authorities help them open it, and what they found, a box full of glitter.
A glitter bomb.
And I know, Virginia, you're all upset about the Mexi Melt at Taco Bell. Well, this is going to make a lot more people upset. Apparently, Taco Bell is dealing with a tortilla shortage right now, which could affect your chances of getting a burrito, quesadilla, or a crunch wrap for the foreseeable future. What is going on at Taco Bell?
Like 80% of their menu uses a tortilla.
Yeah, if you run out of tortillas at Taco Bell, you're in trouble. That's some crazy stuff, huh?
Get it together, Taco Bell.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
They're not making the right moves in the news recently.
Is anyone else having a tortilla shortage?
I don't
want to
know.
cause panic before 4th of July.
I saw plenty of tortillas at Publix because they
Okay.
were buy one, get one free. I love your BOGOs.
Still getting a lot of hurtful comments about how the Mexi Melt is gone. People are devastated.
The Mexi Melt was affordable, delicious. Don't get me started again.
I hear you. All right, some tough news for you there today, so go get those tortillas.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
I love this hashtag. Hashtag take a cannibal to the movies. Basically, what you're doing here is you're taking popular movie titles and you're thinking of how you can spin it to make it a cannibal-themed movie. I'll give you a couple examples here. Let's see what you can come up with. Take a cannibal to the movies, hashtag. The movie Meet the Parents would be...
Eat the Parents.
Thank you, Virginia. Okay. What about Suddenly Seeking Susan?
Suddenly Eating Susan.
It could be, or Suddenly Seasoning Susan.
Oh.
Uh-huh. All
right, let me see here.
Okay. How about this one? Remember the movie Dude, Where's My Car?
I love that movie.
Oh, I figured you would, Virginia. Okay. Turn it into this. Hashtag take a cannibal to the movies. How do you cannibalize that movie?
Dude, eat my dad.
They've got, Dude, Where's My Car Kiss?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. You got Planes, Brains, and Automobiles.
Okay.
Instead of Meet Joe Black, you got Eat Joe Black.
Got it.
Breakfast of Tiffany's. Oh, like a whole buffet of Tiffany's. How delicious for cannibals. Who's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Just leave it.
Yeah. It's What's, I think, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Caddyshack becomes Caddy Snack.
Cute.
Serving Private Ryan. And there's a few for Forrest Gump. You either do Forrest Rump or Forrest Gumbo.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be delicious? Okay, anything else you can think of here?
Okay, give me a minute here.
Aquaman Witch.
Oh, Virginia, yes. Aquaman Witch.
Girls just want to have feet instead of fun. Or girls just want to have buns. They're eating the... Well, never mind.
It's always about ass stuff with you.
That's a movie that works. I'm reaching over here.
You are.
Avatar sauce.
I like that.
Okay, all right, okay.
The Dark Knight roasts instead of rises.
Okay.
You roast him and eat him. Eat his legs.
Some of the ones that people are texting in to us. Beauty is the feast.
Okay, I like it.
16 cannibals.
Okay.
That's real good.
That's a good one.
I know who you ate last summer.
Okay.
Men in broth. A dish called Wanda.
Okay.
Okay, right. When Harry ate Sally.
Got it.
The inedibles. And Peggy Sue got marinated.
Oh, I like that.
Right? All right. All right.
That's fun.
That is a fun little challenge. So there you go. If you need something to kill some time this weekend, you can take up the latest viral craze, take a cannibal to the movies.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, this is kind of interesting. Somebody had sent in this text message. They said, have you ever had somebody, a stranger, come up to you in public and touch you in a weird way?
Yes.
I was in line at Starbucks, and this woman comes up behind me, and I feel her rustling around with my sports bra, so that's kind of alarming. And I'm like, excuse me. She's like, oh, sorry, your tag was sticking out. She went up to her and stuck her tag of her sports bra back in because apparently it was annoying her so much. But I'm like, that's pretty bold to walk up to somebody you don't know and touch their sports bra, is it not?
But I think she did it out of, I'm taking care of you, girl, because I would hope that somebody would do that for me. And I think girls that are nice to each other do that for each other.
So is that weird or is that not weird?
I don't think it's that weird because
Really?
I have certain clothes that I wear and the tag always sticks out and people always fix it for me and I'm appreciative of it.
What if you're at the store and someone comes up and rubs the back of your hair and goes, wow, your hair's really thick. Is that weird?
Yes, I think so.
That happened to me when I was a teenager.
I think all that stuff is really weird. I just think, I don't know what it is. And pregnant women, they know about this.
Yes.
People that come up and are either touching their bellies, like without permission, people you don't know, or touching their small children, which, you know, their immune system is still developing.
It's tricky because people are doing it out of love, but people don't want to be touched, especially pregnant women and especially women with small children. They do not want you to touch their children.
People will grab hats. They'll grab people's faces. People do all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. And they don't even know you.
Yeah, it is very odd. I don't know where it is that people think like, okay, that's not a problem. You can just walk up to whomever you want and touch them basically anywhere. It is really kind of a weird thing. Is there any other examples that we're missing? Touching hair, touching pregnant women, putting your tag back in your shirt.
If I'm talking to somebody that's got like an eyelash on their face, I'll ask them first, but I have to get it.
A stranger?
Otherwise, while I'm trying to talk to them, all I'm focused on is their eyelash on their face.
You have to learn to control your words.
So it's interesting because, yeah, some people were texting and saying, yeah, more girls need to look out for each other. Nothing wrong with tucking tags, please. But somebody said if a man comes up and does it, that's not going to be okay.
I agree.
So you only get a pass if it's a guy that had done that. So guys will be like, hey, by the way.
A girl, she's trying to help you out. But a guy is trying to cop a feel.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, listen to this. I once had somebody come up and readjust my swimsuit top from the back because it wasn't matching up with my existing tan lines, and it was a man.
Oh, yeah. Can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
Wow.
I mean, dude.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Some people don't have any sense.
They really. I remember that one time that one woman grabbed you by the face, Kel. You were trying to watch the football game. You weren't listening to her. She didn't know you. She grabbed you by the face and pulled you. That stuff's happened to me before too, and it's very alarming.
She was telling me something. Look, I really try to now. It's a point I make. I try to really focus on people when they're telling me something, but it was my favorite team, and they were scoring a touchdown against their biggest rival. And I look up, I'm like, it's a big moment. She's like, oh, no. And she like grabbed my jaw and she moved my face back over and she started telling me, I'm like, what?
That's so aggressive.
You cannot touch
and
people's...
so rude. I mean, the man is watching his favorite team score a touchdown. How oblivious and dumb are you?
I was a little perturbed.
The other one that really is when someone takes my hat and I don't know you. Hey, let me see your hat. And they grab it. I'm like, don't take my hat. What are you doing with it? Ugh.
Yeah. Somebody said, I think the better approach with the tag thing is, can't you just tell somebody? Why would you do it for someone? I mean, who can't tuck their own tag?
I say it as I'm doing it so they know what's going on. If I see a tag sticking out, I cannot help myself. I have to do it. It's like something comes over me, and if the tag is out, I must put it back.
It's like when she sees a pimple on one of her faces or on one of her necks. She can't help it. She has to say, Kevin, you've got a pimple on your neck.
Yeah. Just driven to it.
I'm sorry.
What about a string coming out? Because Megan said a man pulled the string from the back of my top.
That's weird. A man should never be touching a woman he doesn't know in public. It doesn't matter why or how or for what reason or what justification you've given it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't.
So you can't...
Unless she's fallen and you're helping her up.
If you're a dude and you see something, you can just say, hey, I just want to let you know from a great distance away that there's something wrong with your dress.
I see your string.
Yeah, I see your string.
Hopefully it's not a tamp.
Hopefully it's not a tamp.
Do not pull that one, guys.
If it is, I'm out.
Somebody texted in and said, I have very long hair. It's down past my butt, and people touch it all the time. The last time I was on a plane, I was facing the flight attendant as she handed me a water. And then I turn around to sit straight in my seat again, and the woman next to me had a large section of my hair in her hands.
What?
So creepy.
That's creepy.
Gosh.
Yeah, people will touch hair out of the blue, and you're like, what is going on?
It's hair envy.
I don't know, man. It's weird. You feel a hand on your hair, and you don't know the person. It's a weird thing.
That's so crazy. Yeah, people they will reach out and just grab and not even thinking about it. It is the people who don't get personal space. It's kind of a weird thing. You're just like going, do you not realize you're way too close to me and you shouldn't touch me?
Like close talkers. Don't close talkers know they're talking like on top of your face?
I don't think they know.
I don't think they, how do you not know you're a close talker?
I know. Somehow they just don't get it. That's some crazy stuff. Well, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we got another round of Firework or Adult Toy.
We did pretty good.
Yeah. Did a fine job yesterday. And we got that clarification on the fireworks, too, that you really cannot get them, and a waiver does not exempt you from buying illegal fireworks.
Okay.
That's from Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. So just to let you know, it's not going to fly. And if you get caught letting off the illegal fireworks, first-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine. They say if it launches or explodes, it is off limits. That is their basic ruling on that.
Don't be setting off those exploding bottle rockets. Virginia.
I don't set off nothing. I enjoy watching my neighbors do it from afar, but I'm too scared. I'm chicken that I'm going to blow off a thumb, and I like my thumbs.
I kind of feel like there's some people that do private fireworks pretty good these days now.
They do. The people in my neighborhood, like one street over from where we are, they had such a nice show last 4th of July, and that was so fun to watch Rocco like dance around in the driveway and watch it.
I guess they have a permit to do it. That's why they can. Yes or no?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they don't seem to ever enforce it. I mean, have you ever heard of anyone get arrested for having illegal fireworks?
I haven't, but, I mean, I don't go to that many illegal fireworks shows.
You may. They may, by definition, be illegal.
All of them. Probably all of them that aren't, like, city sanctioned are probably illegal.
I bet some communities, I'm sure they would do it. They would get a permit because, they're not going to want to buy those fireworks and then get shut down by the police.
Right.
So if you have a community that does that, I know some do, that's probably good.
The house that has personal fireworks like that, there's no way they don't have the best spread inside for food. They probably have 4 tables full of food.
Oh, they have so many cocktails, too. Everything you could want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Okay, what do you think here? Firework or adult toy? Are we talking porno or pyro? Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Virginia, what do you think it is?
I thought it was a firework. Jbird thought adult toy.
Okay, it is a firework. You're right. Hoo-ha.
That's the last one I get wrong. If I get any more wrong, you can jab me in the eye.
With a pen?
No.
Or a firework?
Neither.
Or an adult toy?
What about golden triangle? Golden triangle. We're talking porno or pyro on that one, Jbird?
It sounds mystical. I'm going to go with porno.
Okay, adult toy on that. What do you think, Virginia?
I think it's an adult toy as well.
Okay, it is.
Yay!
Very nice. Okay. What about this one here? Doc Johnson. What are we dealing with? Firework or adult toy? What do you think? Virginia?
I think the Doc is also an adult toy.
I can't picture. Hey, come on, light up the Doc Johnson. It doesn't sound right, does it?
Well, it depends on if you're in the bedroom or not.
Light up the. Yeah, I'm going to say that's definitely an adult toy.
You're going to say adult toy? It is an adult toy. Yay! Yeah. Okay, what about Tin Man's Rocket?
That's definitely firework.
Virginia?
Tin Man's Rocket.
Do you agree with Jbird? Is it definitely a firework?
I want it to be an adult toy. I want it to be stainless steel and have a real nice purr, if you know what I mean.
Okay. It is an adult toy.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a firework. Yeah, it is. So you guys are tied.
I was going to say, because I'm looking at it, and if that's a toy, what a ride.
Yeah. Okay, what about this one? All-American Whopper.
Ooh.
All-American Whopper. Are you buying yourself a firework or an adult toy if you order up an All-American Whopper?
I hope it's a firework.
You hope it's a firework. What do you think, Jay?
Firework.
Firework.
Oh,
No, that's an adult toy, the All-American Whopper.
Oh, my gosh.
What is that?
Yes, it is.
That's too much for me.
That is. There's all of these pictures of this toy, and then in the middle, there's one small picture of a real Whopper from Burger King.
Okay, if you buy a Jolly Roger, what is a Jolly Roger?
Adult toy.
No, that's a firework.
It's a firework. Jbird is right. Taking a 1-point lead. That is a firework, yes. What if you get yourself a Red Devil?
Oh, that is an adult toy.
It is an adult toy, the Red Devil?
Adult toy.
You're both right on that, yeah. That is an adult toy.
Wow.
How about Mr. Twister? What do you think? If you buy yourself some porno or pyro?
That is fireworks.
Fireworks on that? What do you think, Jbird?
Mr. Twister.
Mr. Twister.
I'm still trying to.
He's Googling it.
I got the Red Devil toy. I'm just sorry. I'm going to go with firework on this one, Kev.
You're going to go with firework? No, Mr. Twister is an adult toy.
Oh.
Now you know. Jbird's looking them all up.
He wants to buy one.
It sounds like he's shopping over there. Okay, and if you buy yourself a crowd pleaser, what have you bought?
It's got to be a firework. Adult toys aren't meant to be showcased in front of a crowd.
It depends on who you're asking. I'm
That's
gonna
true.
Go adult toy on this one.
I'm going to go adult toy. It is actually a firework. There you go. Well, Jbird is over there making some feverish purchases.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not purchasing anything, but I got to tell you, there's some interesting things here.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
shopping cart's full.
The Mr. Twister.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Twister. Yeah. Yeah, check that out. They got some interesting ones. Yeah, some of the firework names, they've got Blue Banger. They got Phantasm 2, Pink Pony. I mean, Pink Pony, does that not sound like that's something dirty?
It does.
Bone Breaker? Oh my gosh. How about Conqueror?
It sounds strong.
It does sound strong.
I'm going to need a cocktail before that one.
Yeah, you probably will. So there you go. Some of the things you can go check out at, what is that place called? Is it Phantom Fireworks?
Phantom Fireworks. That's the
Yeah,
biggest, right?
I think so. See the billboards everywhere.
They sell fireworks in Publix now, though. Did you see that?
Do they?
Yeah, my kids were like, oh, we want them. And I'm like, no, we are not getting fireworks.
They started doing that, I believe, like in 1999. Welcome to the game.
I didn't know.
I mean, they've always had fireworks.
I guess I never noticed them.
It's such a questionable thing, yeah, because, I mean, as I was reading this, and somebody had sent us from Palm Beach Sheriffs, yeah, if it launches or explodes, it's off limits, but a lot of those things, they'll have bottle rockets and stuff in them, don't they?
They launch and explode.
Yeah.
Bottle
I don't think we're
rockets.
supposed to have that.
To me, those are the worst, man. They're so...
Yeah, they're low budget, yeah.
And they're so dangerous.
They squeal, then they pop.
They squeal, and you kind of don't know where they're going. They got a mind of its own. There's always one daredevil that's going to, instead of going up, they go to the side.
They aim it at
Yeah.
you.
So if you don't know yet, technically they are illegal, but somebody texted in and said, yeah, my brother-in-law does a really nice fireworks display, but he has to get a permit to do it.
Interesting.
So, yeah, if you go and apply, I think that's just kind of what it is. They just,
Can I apply today? It might be a little late, right?
Yeah, I think they just want to, try to get away from the bootleg fireworks,
Money on the mouth, Bernie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Jesus, oh, Jesus Christ, oh, Jesus, oh, Lord Jesus, oh, whoa, that was awesome right there, God, wow, oh, Lord Jesus, oh, Jesus, get the water, Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy, get the water, it's going down, the mother bootleg fireworks.
See, that's what they're trying to avoid. That's why they still, call them illegal, because they don't want that happening.
That guy is a rock star.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos. So. Okay, here we go. 4th of July on deck. 4th of July Eve. That's what we got going on tonight. Tomorrow we got 4th on Flagler. Free family event, 5 to 10. West Palm Beach waterfront, featuring the largest fireworks display in South Florida with 3 live stages of entertainment. They got all kinds of games, too. They got those big games back. For the kids, all kinds of...
It's fun.
Yeah, that is some really cool stuff. The big old Jenga and all that kind of stuff that you can go and take the kids out and play. And plus, they do a really good job. That giant flag that they bring out is really awesome. So, kind of big fan of that as well. So, lots of good stuff. Sadly, we did not get any word back for Matt and his misconnection.
Aww.
Yeah.
Christy, that was her name?
He's trying to find that girl, yeah.
Christy with the gray hair.
Yeah.
I believe he said her age was like 48 or 49.
Yeah, something like that. He was trying to get a hold of her, and he just unfortunately did not make that. It's sad, isn't it? Well, I want to give a couple birthdays. Barbara is going to be having a birthday. Just want to say what up from Renee and Adam, sending that to her, coming up in the next day or so. And then also a happy birthday here. My husband and I love your show, especially the ATS podcast. Well, good news. It's coming up here in just a couple minutes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so there you go. Little birthday shout out. Jeff from Kelly and Audrey. So there you go. So happy birthday to you. The After the Show podcast is going to be coming up here in a couple minutes. You can watch it live on YouTube or just listen to it on the back end of our regular podcast. We do it every single day, the regular show without music and commercials, and get the After the Show as well. Before we get to that, though, Jbird, if you would, wrap it all up with a thought today, my friend.
Don't find fault. Find a remedy.
Okay. I do like that. People point the fingers and want to put the blame on somebody else.
Solutions.
You're right. Solutions.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Johnny, what makes a great...